Yo, welcome back to Geek in the Closet. And today we are going to be looking at this SH Figuarts Deadshot figure by Tamashii Nations Bandai. Now, Deadshot comes in this really colorful window box packaging over here. As you can see, Will Smith's picture on the box right there. Window box packaging, you can see the picture, the figure clearly displayed right there, together with the accessories on the side. It says Suicide Squad right there, Deadshot. On the side it says Deadshot 2. Look at how colorful this box is. It's actually freaking awesome. I literally got this today, so yeah, and I'm really excited to actually have it opened already. This particular picture is like so much better compared to this one, I gotta say. And on the back you can actually see like various poses of the figure. Now here's the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air outside the box packaging. Now before having a close look at the figure, let's have a look at the accessories that come together with him. Now Will Smith comes with this particular alternative head, which is so far gotta be my favorite head right now. You know, it looks pretty good. However, if you were to focus on its eye right there, it seems to be a little bit smudgy. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's definitely very smudgy. However, the this optical thingy-majiggy looks really cool. It's actually sculpted very well with some subtle paint job, red paint on it. As you can see, which is pretty cool. It's and this particular alternative head is actually textured as well. Nice. And it comes with like two other alternative hands. One is with the trigger finger, and the other is basically holding the weapon sort of hand, the gripping hand. And you have this too as well, the high five hands. And also it comes with this, with his sniper rifle. Doesn't really look like a sniper rifle. I guess it's just an assault rifle right here. It's a very colorful rifle. As you can see, it's basically detailed too. I love that touch of that bullseye symbol on it. Very cool. Now, swapping mechanics, just pop his head off like so. Ooh, yikes. I've actually not done this yet, but let's see what happens. All right, okay, great. It pops off fairly easy. And then basically you just pop this one in. Very nice. Oh boy, look at him. Oh, he looks much better masked rather than with this head of his. Gross. And his hand is basically the same thing. Pop it off like so, and then you pop it in like so. Now here's a look at him with the gun, with his assault rifle right here, which fits perfectly, I feel. You know, it's thank God, because I realized that a lot of other figures, if they were to come with a rifle, especially like DC collectible stuff, if they were to come with a rifle or whatsoever, it just doesn't really, you know, his hand would be problematic, and that he wouldn't really be able to pull off like dynamic poses and stuff, and he would just be like holding the rifle weirdly. But check this out. Yeah, it looks pretty good. He's able to pull off this particular pose very well. So I'm very happy about that. Now, having a closer look at Deadshot right here, starting from the face, he does bear some kind of resemblance with Will Smith right there. So the only problem with his face is basically, I realized that his beard right here is a little bit glossy for some reason. It's like as though he was using some hair gel on his beard right here. Now kind of think about it, as I sort of like move him around, certain angles does sort of like it is very accurate to how Will Smith looks like, but from other angles, no. Oh well, it's not really a big deal because I prefer like this particular head sculpt anyway. So yeah, moving downwards, he does have his shoulder pads right here, both sides right there. I believe that there's some kind of indentation right there. Gotta say that his armor and all looks just absolutely incredible. As you can see, his even the bolts and whatsoever, it's silver right there. It's actually pretty glossy. You have like the Deadshot logo right here. Very, very cool. And the thing is, this particular red part of his getup is actually textured. It seems like it's made of like a leathery material, which is actually very, very cool. Very nicely done. Aesthetically, I would say that this Deadshot figure is just on point. I mean, SH Figuarts did a fantastic job when it comes to that. Looking behind, you have like this gorgeous armor piece once again. Now the problem that I have for this figure is basically like you get like a lot of these accessories. Well, they're not exactly accessories because these are all basically molded into it. Like it's just basically stuck, you know. Oh, and then I realized that a little bit of the gray actually bled onto one of the pistols right there, as you can see. Oh well, but it's still gorgeous looking. Very, very nice. Now I realized that a lot of these pieces of his are actually placed on a peg for some reason. I don't know why do they do that. It's actually quite bizarre. It's like you can actually remove them. As you can see, that there's like the ball peg right there. And however, if you were to remove them, he will have like holes in various parts of his body. Even this piece right here, it's actually removable as well. However, let's say if I were to remove it, you can actually see like this ball peg right here. If you remove it, then you will notice like a much more articulated figure. However, you know, I doubt that, you know, it's supposed to be removed anyway, because look at that, that's just kind of weird. So you gotta just accept the fact that aesthetically this figure is gorgeous. However, it limits its articulation, and that is actually quite a bummer right there. Now looking towards his arms right here, armored shoulder pads right here, his arms and whatsoever. And he does have his wrist pistols right there. Unfortunately, this wrist pistols basically looks very blocky to me. It doesn't really look realistic because it doesn't even have like a muzzle or anything like that. There's no hole in it because, you know, of how tiny it is. It doesn't really look like wrist guns to me. You do have like that extra gloss on his wrists, on his gloves right there, which is a very nice touch. All around it, these are actually magazines, not removable. These magazines right there. This pistol is also basically stuck right there. It's not removable as well. Moving downwards, these knee guards are freaking awesome looking. I love how these knee guards look. Going backwards, you can see sculpt all over. Sculpt, which is actually pretty cool. Oh, I just realized that this is actually made of a softer material right here. Very nice. Moving downwards, you can see like how like realistic his pants are. Oh, I realized that there's actually a pocket right there too on his pants. Yep. There's a hidden knife, a tiny knife right here. It's not removable or whatsoever. Now I realized that I remembered from the Deathstroke figure from DC Collectibles, you have this as well, and the knife is actually removable too. Unfortunately, this one isn't. And you can see shoelaces on his boots as well, and on the bottom of his feet, no pickles. Now in terms of articulation, Deadshot is able to move his head very well. left, right, up and down. Not really much of an upward look though, due to how his head is sculpted. He is on this particular, double ball joint, where SH Figuarts is very famous for it, so he can move his head as well as like tilt it and whatsoever. It's very cool. His arms is able to be moved out that much, rotation and whatsoever. It bends at the elbow right there. It's able to swivel as well as it's hinged on his wrists. Like I said before, he does have like a joint on his, he does have an ab crunch, however this thing is very limiting. It limits his articulation right there. Swivel, just a little bit. Same reasons why it's limited, because of this particular armor. And the problem, this particular, oh man, he is not able to kick forward due to the magazines right here, as you can see. That's kind of a bummer to me. However, his right leg is able to kick out this much only. I can say that this particular figure has like the most limited of articulation so far compared to the Joker as well as the Harley Quinn figures. Knee bends this much. He does have a sort of like his ankles are able to swivel, as well as ankle pivot, which is very little. Oh no, it's very limited articulation on the ankles right there. Toe articulation and just very minimal as well. Now here's a look at Deadshot next to the SH Figuarts Goku, as well as the Marvel Legends Spider-Man. And of course, here's a look at Deadshot next to his Suicide Squad counterparts over here. As you can see, he's actually pretty tall. It's like half a head taller than Harley Quinn, as well as the Joker too. Not too sure how accurate that is in accordance with the movie, because I don't think I've actually seen them stand side by side next to each other in the movie. But to be honest, I would prefer them to be standing approximately of the same height maybe, but oh well, not really a big deal, I guess. Now overall, in terms of what I really feel about this figure is that I don't know, you guys, in terms of aesthetics, it's absolutely gorgeous. I gotta say that SH Figuarts really did not fail to deliver when it comes to aesthetics. However, the lack of articulation and the fact that it only comes with very limited accessories, and of course I gotta actually take into account how much it actually costs here in Malaysia. It's freaking expensive, unfortunately, which does not really justify for anything. And this figure is actually, pretty decent, I must say. But however, the price right now, due to, I guess, I don't know, economic situation, or it's just like I don't know, really, the price is just getting steeper and steeper. So I really cannot recommend this figure. Yeah, but however, if you guys are actually into these kind of things, if you guys think that aesthetics is of value, then definitely this is definitely a figure for you. However, if you are very sensitive about the lack of articulation and the lack of like accessories and whatsoever, then I don't think that you guys would definitely be happy getting this guy anyway. But but that's that's based on geographical elements and where I come from, and so I guess that's it for my review, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope that I see like even better figures in future. I mean, the Batman from the Justice League range looks pretty cool, and we'll see what happens when it comes out. So thank you guys so much for watching once again. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Peace.